Um, hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? How y'all doing? Whoever you are, whoever is listening, whoever might, you know, snag me, might tune in or see this. Um, I just need to talk about, the situation and let you guys know what's going on um, with me. Now, I don't know. As you know, it seems like, you know, throughout this time when I was in high school and then when I went to college, I was, I was, I think I was forced through all kinds of things like disgust, through drama, through trauma, through issues, problems, different things. It was like I was run out of the Los Angeles area, because right? This bum, this bum, um, this bum, right? Stunk so bad, right? Just this straight smug ass bum just stinks so bad. Thinking that he hot or whoever, yeah, thinking that they hot. They had me run out like everywhere I went. It was like the taste of burnt Doritos, like burnt draws and like corn chips and stank breath, right? And it just completely proliferated. Not proliferated, but like I'm ready to sit down, I'm ready to close my mouth and everything, and it's the nasty smell of corn chips, right? And booty, stank breath and corn chips. And that's what was the pervading stank, you know, in LA. Like I couldn't go any place without it stinking, smelling like garbage, hot garbage. And something told me that I just need to move, right? And for years, like, I was going through homeless shelters and crazy houses just so I could kind of sit. And they didn't want me to have the stank breath house. It was so ridiculous. And that same person who was walking around with the corn chips had this huge party with her and her boyfriend. I'm getting married and I want everybody to sit here and go to my wedding and all these things, and just brought all these low lives, all these little bullshit, trying to get all these hoes who, I don't know, call themselves, yeah, she's trying to get right, trying to get with, or she's trying to prove something. Trying to prove something. And trying to prove about the relationship. Right? Trying to prove about the relationship, their man, whatever they're doing. And there's a whole bunch of groupies. All these groups out there hating. And I always feel like it's corn chip. So, well, yeah, I always feel like it's damn corn chip. So, why are they hating so damn hard? Why is there still this racial conflict inner black, right? There's so much racial conflict in the black community that it's just like y'all gonna end up smelling like boo booty, corn chips, right? Something stupid and stank at the end of the day. It's something stinking crass. Oh, y'all talk all this Los Angeles stuff, LA stuff here until, it smells like boo boo, it smells like corn chips and stank breath. And I don't want to taste it. I don't want to taste it. The LA girls may think they have the sunny, the body, the sunny bodies, and the perfect bodies, and the sunny hair and faces and the light shining in their eyes and everything. But why does it smell like, corn chips and booty, stank breath, where I used to sit here and try to go to school at or whatever? That's bullshit. It's like, don't follow me messing up, giving me a bad time in life. I work very hard. Shit, I gotta wear damn near a mullet, for real, to do everything. To work, to pay for things, and that's like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times how much what you guys have to pay, right? Like 14 times, for real, what I should pay, because I have a mullet, for real, almost 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 times, because you guys are so critical. You so hateful about my swag, my hair. Oh, she wear a mullet, but you stank like corn chips, right? Like, that's all you can do. Now, you don't go to the boardroom and just do too much and they just be like, you just go up there to burritos, Fritos, for real, you smell like bullshit, burnt out burrito, Fritos, side of the road corn chips. And I said, I'm not going back there, right? Those bitches can't live with me, for real. They can't, as Nicki Minaj says, that bitches cannot rent this, for real. They can't rent this they can't try to get with mine, right? So, you're outdone, for real. Straight outdone. You walk around with your little racist, petty little things. Always gotta be about the Mexican, the mixed blacks. The mixed the mixed Asians, the Panay, what I'm saying, the mixed whatever mulattoes, the mixed Spanish Jews, or the mixed Haitians and Caucasians, and this mixed stuff. But y'all smell like corn chip. Y'all smell like burritos, Fritos, burnt out. You don't smell appropriate. Y'all tacky. Y'all stink. Y'all are a hot mess, for real. And when I was over there, it used to be so easy. But without all that, but you guys cause so much ruckus, pettiness over the situation, when you should be trying to help you should be relaxing the situation, right? Staying calm and stop trying to beat people down so hard, because what you do is you burn people, and you burn them, you beat them down, and you play them down so hard, you burn them down so to the back that all they smell like, all they burn like is corn chips, right? All you get is corn chips and booty hole, for real, and stank breath. For your richness, you get hot garbage. You get a hot mess. You get a hot mess for your racism, a hot mess for your little molded ass shit. Yo, if you still stay in that same apartment, for real, don't fuck it up, for real. Don't sit there and slash down on your apartment. Fuck, like I said, I don't live like that. My shit's nice. They don't like where I live. They always want to talk about, they can't talk about where I live. I'm like, fuck them. Real. They wish. People I live with, they don't live, ain't like that. But I'm saying, I live in a nice spot. But it could work if it would help to have better neighbors, more of your family members living in the neighborhood, people that are out in the open and looking around and seeing things and not being so secretive. Stop being so what's the word? Just so self-centered and me too, me. help somebody instead of calling it, oh, I'm not going to help you. That's why I'll throw every raggedy dude, for real, that's living out there, smelling like burnt out corn chips, ain't about shit, ain't about nothing, okay? I bet the days suck over there, and I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care because they used to suck kind of when I was there. Like, I don't have to stress about shit. Shit. Just believe. If you struggling, if you got a roof over your head, fine. If you're doing this, fine. If you're doing that, fine. If you got a drug problem and you still living inside your house, for real. With a meth problem, with a meth addict problem, and all you can do is sell some meth, for real, to pay your bill. And nobody bothers you, then fine, right? Or if they do bother you, whatever. But don't be killing nobody, right? Over glamour and bullshit. Don't tell me about relationships, right? If you took care at home, and even close your door, close your home up, when nobody can sit there and do nothing. And I had to chalk myself up for a long time and just keep quiet to myself. Keep quiet to myself. I had to keep quiet. I had to keep quiet to myself about my situation, being closed in like this, being closed in like this, dealing with, they claim, a unrequited love. I don't have unrequited love. Like I said, God calls me by name, and as everything else. If you think you're the dude and you're not, and I don't call you, that's that. If you feel so threatened and offended by me, like I say, don't do it. Don't even stress me about that. Like, I am just saying, like I said, I don't want to go back to LA because the people in LA got too many problems. They're too petty. They don't hold down. They're not real. They stress about the wrong problems. Instead of it being, instead of them doing what they're supposed to do, they stress you about stuff that will have you effed up, stank, and wanting to kill yourself or somebody else. No, effed up, stank, wanting to hurt yourself, wanting to use drugs, live a effed up life, not loving yourself, not appreciating yourself, hurting your family. You just, don't sit here and believe that mess. And then you think, oh, let's all go away with some stank ass, nasty, drink. Sometimes it works, but I'm saying, I've seen those videos. Like, I saw on YouTube, Black and Sexy TV. I saw Black and Sexy TV, this TV show about these older young people, these older professionals who live in this really nice apartment in LA. And yes, they're established. They probably, have been at the colleges, the universities since way back, and have, they're in they've they're in the community, so people know who they are. They know their way around, and they're movie stars, they're celebrities here and there, everywhere, that I don't know about because of different things. But yeah, they can afford their apartment. They can afford different things. It works out. It's like, big time all over the world, right? Like havens and everything. And so this older sort of professional young couple, these roommates are staying in this apartment, this apartment building. And they have all these issues with I guess relationships, being roommates, having girl, you know, um, him having her having a boyfriend, and or him having a girlfriend or whatever, and him having a girlfriend and whatnot, and then her turning around and having guy friends, and he calls himself trying to have everything, have both. He wants to have his girlfriend. That's the story. He wants to have his girl, but he don't want her to have a man in her life, a boyfriend, someone in her life that's holding her down and everything. But he wants to sit here and just completely dominate, just kind of just control her, tell her what to do, you know. Um, and, like Virginia said, she's just kind of tolerating, like, what the heck is going on? Like, how am I going to live with a grown man, right, doing grown big time judgment things, who has girls over, has different things. But, I mean, the second I bring a man up in here, it's not going to go. And everything. And so, as I said, as I watched the movie, as I kept watching it, I kept on seeing, what ended up happening, how things started, how things ended up getting either out of control or things happen. Like, all she really do is, go to work. She'll go to work, then go to the gym, or go to the track and go jogging. She tries to do normal stuff. Like, she'll she'll be on the track, all week, or on her down on half the week, and then she'll be at work half the week. And and then when she comes home and everything, it's all that like marital type drama with him, to where he gotta sit right smack dab in the middle of the cut and have a problem. And then here she is, basically abused, trying to let him, just asking him what's wrong, catering to him, looking after him, not pandering, but looking after him. He's up here talking about, whatever, just barely sketchy, barely taking care of his business. But here she is, waiting on him, and feeling like she's obliged or something. And not even obliged, but she almost starts to oblige herself when she gets into a relationship with him. She decides that, they're going to give it a chance or a try. And then she feels like she ends up seeing how she ends up as obliged, because he ain't nothing but a little cheater who want his cake and eat it too.
Real.
And, nobody got to be dealing with all of that kind of drama. She don't nobody got to go through all that, especially, it's like, I run this apartment. I'm the one.
For real.
I run this apartment. I'm supposed to be the roommate. Now he's trying to get everything from both ends.
For real.
Like, don't think you ain't got to pay no rent because you live here. I mean, don't try to shack up with me.
For real.
Skis off on your rent. Smooch off on your rent, and then try to come up in my room and stuff, at night.
For real.
Don't try to come think you got my room, got anybody room to just run up to. As I said, that's something for, the authorities to come up in there and do, for the big times to come up here and deal with. But like I said, this is not his mama's house, right? It's not. He just act like he's a kid in a candy store. He can do everything. He can do it how he like. He can do things how he wanted, how he liked to do it. Do things how he want to do it, and do things how he liked to do it. And like I said, he's intruding on people, and he's intruding on people, and he's hurtful, he's rude, and like I said, don't nobody gotta oblige that disrespectful bullshit. They just be like, they ain't gotta oblige the bullshit, and like I said, I would get me a new dude, right, and just be like, this is like, no, this is not
For real.
This is not a relationship, not a healthy relationship, not a good relationship. You need to bounce, right? Got all these females in here disrespecting her. For real, she ain't your girl. For real, she ain't your baby. She ain't your woman. She's not your mama. She ain't gotta sit there and know about you. He lucky that he messed up the probationary status, right? His 30-day trial, whatever. Real 2-week trial, kind of real. He messed up his mess. He should have never brutalized her, put her through all that shit. Real. For that whole time, because that was brutal. That wasn't just mean or inconvenience. It was brutal. How he made her go all them long ways to wait behind his ass. For real. And his bullshit like, wait on you? No. For real. Lucky I ain't dead. For real. Waiting on what he gonna do. So like I said, you know, all y'all dudes coming out there, you know, talking about this and that. Don't shack up with these with your girl, right? Don't shack up with these females who, you know, don't call yourself shacking up with these females and then trying to run them down, right? Don't call yourself just friends trying to shack up with somebody who you know is indigent, right? Or I guess that's the term. Somebody who is unstable, who's jealous, who is not in their right mind, who acts off the cuff, you know, maybe unstable inside, internally, psychologically, to where everything that they process in their mind turns into some kind of just disorganized, disorganized cry for help, this anxiety, you know, stint, and all of a sudden you can't be, you know, you can't tell what they're gonna do. You can tell what they're gonna do, but all of a sudden they say they can't tell what they're gonna do, and the next thing you know, you're on the other end of the situation. You know, they're on some kind of hate binge, quiet. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're on a hate binge, and then they're trying to hide it behind their whatever little bullshit that they try to do. And you know, like I said, I don't even like to be into that environment. I don't like to be in that world. I don't like to be in that that environment to where, you know, I'm not in a positive environment. I'm not doing positive things. I'm not getting the things that I want and things that I need, and keeping things at a positive level. You know, the trife and the leeches and the pests, the roaches and the bullshitters. You know, that shit is, they say the thirst is real and the struggle is real. They should say these bullshit ass, damn pest ass niggas is real. For real. That's the realest thing out. And that's not Sylvia and be like nothing. It's like they got enough leverage to go wherever they need to go on their terms. You got basketball buddies, go to the basketball buddies. You ain't no little girl gonna come in and scratch me like a man. Right. And that brings me to this topic of Christina Massengale. Like, Christina Massengale, Dennis, right? I bet you don't never try to scratch me like that, for real. It's like, did nobody do nothing? I'm like, obviously, for real, we ain't at this point where you scratching anything about me. For real. I ain't done shit to you. Did nobody do shit to you. Right. I took motherfucking losses. Tolerating your ass. For real. Wasn't gonna do ass. I'm not the one to just fuck with. Don't get mad because I'm free from that. For real. I'm free from you. You know, you try to live like a kid in a candy store and run around in your burnt out town. For real. You should be happy you get that. They should put your ass in jail in the cold on the East Coast, right? Where they don't understand that running around shit. They don't understand that running around acting ridiculous shit, attitude shit, don't care shit, don't got a job shit, killing your parents shit. For real. Oh, but you still all hot shit like the celebrities and shit. Like you do just some ugly ass nigga and shit. Right. Okay. Just nasty. And it's like they'll break off in your ass, throw you in jail, and they dare your ass to they dare you to step up and talk, right? They dare your ass to raise up and say something. They'll break your ass down, right? And they'll break your head ass down. And I'm not talking about doing a little grandma shit. Like I said, they ain't doing the grandma shuffle. These big dudes don't they got guns. Like, it's not out here. It's not a crime for real to be a big nigga for real. What? A big dangerous nigga. See, in white people land in LA, they put us in jail point blank, right? For getting too buff, for living too good, can't go nowhere without getting arrested, for bullshit driving your car and looking too nice. They carry real guns over there, right? They don't carry tasers over here, right? They carry real guns and they be trying to stop real people, right? Trying to, if you trying to, they call them real niggas doing real things, real. If you trying to be this, big time, too much, right? And you too buff with too much loot, right? You too buff and you too buff and you too cute, for real. And you buff and you got it going on. Yeah, if they want to sit there and pull you over, right? If they want to stop you, and they got them bullets at your ass, right? At your face. You gon' kilter over, right? And do what they tell you you're supposed to do, right? And they gonna say it's what you're supposed to do, but you gonna cave in and get out of town, right? Or get shot at, right? That's how they'll do you. You gonna get threatened at gunpoint and told to move on to stop trying to be big time niggas, right? They'll keep you down, and kick you and tell you to get out of town, kick you out all your little comforts and shit. Kick you out all of that and tell you to go somewhere else. But like I said, out here you can be the police can only the police can be big time. The dudes I was dealing with, they want me to deal with them. Two big dudes, right? Huge dudes, crazy dudes. And like I said, out here, they'll walk around, grow up on you big, right? And step to you live, right? They'll step to you with a gun, for real. They'll step to you and stand and laugh, right? And with the gun, with the hand on the gun, for real. And that's their word, for real. And if you, like I said, it's not if you gonna switch shit. You ain't gonna convert shit. You ain't gonna switch shit. You ain't gonna, pull a fast Cali thing, right? That's the rap. Mm-hmm. What they say goes, and that's that. You better hope and pray they don't get frisky, right? What? Yeah. That's just the way it goes here, and I can handle, right? I can handle being shot, not with a real gun. I can handle being shot with a taser. I have before. I was just a little nervous. I was a little nervous and scared. That's because I didn't know what kind of gun it was, and I was like, man, I don't feel like getting shot by no tasers or whatever. But I guess they felt like they had to tase me because I don't know. Like I said, maybe they're trying to help me get to where I was going. But I just, as I said, it was okay. I was fine. I was bad because I had like a little thing. I had a little scratch inside on my chest, right? And I had a scratch on my stomach, and scratch on my stomach. and not a little shots on my leg or whatever, little things here and there. But I got out of that, and that's it. And me going on this pre-trial thing, you see everybody running up for real, trying to play games. Like, I found his ass at the jailhouse, right? No, I didn't find him at the grocery store or at 1013. I found him at the bullshit ass Muskogee County jail nigga run, right? Mm-hmm. As I said, I don't have time, right? I don't have time for trying to wait and see, right? It shouldn't pose the pressure on me, right? I don't need to wait and see for any dude that's any kind of situation that is trying to be crazy like that. Well, my arm is actually okay. And, you know, I'm going to get up and I'm going to work my arm out. Like I said, I am a powerful woman. I can I'm a powerful woman. My arm hurts, but I can heal from this, right? And I can get back on my roll. I mean, don't sit here and restrain me. Don't let the big stuff fool you, right? Don't let big time fool you. Like, literally, I'm like 100 and, you know, I'm really not that, what you call it, you guys know. I couldn't lift it. I couldn't jack, right? And what am I going to do? I couldn't lift it. I couldn't do much. We're going to go, continue to keep the ball rolling. Sit down and make a budget. She's embarrassing a little bit. After all, I think well. I know it hurts. So, yeah, when I touch turns to messed up, right? You don't get it, like, okay. Okay. You will do some stuff like, No, no, like I said, I just shouldn't be there. Water plants, right? That one, Dragon's House to die. Right. I'm not even sure. I didn't think I was better than the Marlins, but I just couldn't be